like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Choose the mango. Sliding. Check cross, check cross, check cross.
On first down, Jefferson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. 80 weapon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Prescott from the gun. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd and 4.
On the set. Check right, 50. Smooth. 54. Who that?
He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down. Now, I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We're going to 54, right there. 54, right there, right there.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Orville.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go, here we go.
Now back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Hey, Charlie.
Now, 2nd and 10. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here.
Hard, hard. Look at me. Keep gripping.
Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hey, kill.
Check 13.
What do you think?
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Incomplete.
Prescott's pass thrown to the sideline. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, kill. What do you think?
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Jefferson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Jefferson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
39 yards there, a big one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's Prescott, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Hey, exit. 54.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 1. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. We got 47. 53.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check 53. Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing. Prescott. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
54. Mike's 54. All day, dog. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Watch the ship. Hey, Sam off.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
70, Indy. Hey, 2. 5.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On play action, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll drop the throw. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, look at me. Zipper.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 57.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
I got you, boy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, Jefferson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
54, Mike. This is move. Check. Watch 54. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Quick dash.
Here we go, 46. Then we're going to 52. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one goes for 24 yards. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about